Will, our William Anthony Gutierrez. Will was so many things. The man was a rare jewel cut with immeasurable facets. In every which way that you turned him, in every which way the light hid him, he shined so brightly.
So Will, to most of you in here, you know my brother as Will. Willie, to me, my brother, my first friend, my first dance partner, friend, coach, colleague. You guys can fill in all the fun little blanks that you wish to for him. He cared about all of you in this room in some way, even if he hadn't met you. Because for those of you lucky enough to have known my brother, you knew you were his family. You were his chosen family. Just know if you knew his name, you were valued. But what's most important, if he knew your name or called you by your name, no matter how insignificant you may think that was, just know you mattered to him.
We lost a good one. I'm so sorry. Maya, you lost a good father. Amy, a good fiance. And I will miss Will and think of him always.
I don't even know how I met Will. All of a sudden, he just came out of the blue, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Will. I got Apple Watch. I got about 40 volleyballs at any given time. I love volleyball. Let's play. Oh, by the way, you can find out I'm super bougie. I like top shelf alcohol, and I'll spend my way out of anything. And I love to gamble till 6 a.m. I'm Will. Let's go." So that, in a nutshell, is my vision of Will. Will orders this $3,000 bottle of bourbon whiskey. Happy Van Doozle. Okay, so this bottle, $26.66 plus tax, shipping, whatever, $3,000. That's f***ing Will. Okay, so that's the kind of that he did, and he's like, "I will. I don't care if I'm 5'9", but I'm fucking 6'8" in the bar." So anyhow, that is my story about Will. Wherever he is, he's having a sip of Happy Van Doozle. So
last year at a tournament, we were in Vegas, and he stayed up till 6 a.m. gambling, and then he proceeded to come to our tournament at 8, and then while we were there, he had his Red Bull because he had been gambling, and then one of the girls from the other team hit it out of his hands, and it was just a fun memory of him.
So Will came into my life a couple of years ago. Going into it at first, just another guy my mom's dating. Who cares? It happens. But as time goes on, you start to realize he's actually going to be here to stay. Get more grateful, more thankful. And as the last time that I saw Will was just before Thanksgiving, it's just mostly things to be thankful about him. So Will was one of the most supportive people to my mom. If there was something that she wanted to do, if there was something she thought that she could try out, whether it was mountain biking instead of running when she had an injury for her leg so she couldn't run as much, everything that she wanted to do, he was always supportive. That also went out to me. He just everything, as Melissa said, like he just everything that ever came up. If I needed to do anything, if I thought about doing something, the first thing that he would do would be finding a way to help me achieve it, trying to find a way to give me something that would move whatever I was doing forward, and just always being endlessly supportive.
So we met here. Those of you that don't know, in those corner seats at that bar, that is exactly where we met. I opened that door, this gust of energy and wind that came with that. It was just like this cartoon movie. And I saw him, and that was it. And we laughed about how kids ask each other, "Will you go with me?" But 5 days later, he asked me, "Will you go with me?" And I answered him, "I don't know where we're going, but I'm going there with you." Not long after, we were at the House of Blues. We were dancing and singing to an Erasure cover. And he looked me in the eye and he told me, "I'm falling in love with you." And then later he had said, "Loving you was like breathing. I don't know when it started and I can't stop." I had told him he was my miracle, And he told me that I was restoring his faith. At one point, we were singing Oingo Boingo Stay. And I told him I would stay with him all the days. All he had to do was ask. I told him I would love him forever. He told me that he wasn't sure that he believed in forever. I told him that was okay. I have enough belief for both of us. After listening to his Valentine's Day mixtape, he called me and said, "I'm not supposed to cry on the way to play ball." I told him he was right. He wasn't supposed to cry, he was just supposed to know that he was loved. Damn it, woman. How do you do this to me? What? Love me like this. I told him loving you is easy. I just have to listen to your soul speaking to mine. And things got super serious, and we were gonna really be in this forever. I told him, if we do this, it's forever. There are no take-backs. No sneaking out of the middle of the night, never to return, and I can't come home from work to find all your things gone. If we do this, we work on us, we prioritize us, we stay in this together. And a few months later, he said, if we remember it's the two of us, and we keep going like we're going, we can do this. And he dropped toward me. November 30th, he grabbed my arm tight, and through clenched teeth, "I love you so much. I love you so much." As if I didn't believe him, he was gripping my arm with all he had in him, which wasn't much. He had tears in his eyes, and he was telling me again and again, emphatically, "I love you so much." I told him, I know you love me, and I love you. Being loved by and loving Will, that was the point of the last 3.5 years of my life. He loved me with fervor and with tenderness, with flair and subtlety. He loved me quiet, he loved me loud. This man who had been broken throughout his life had been willing to take another chance on love when he found me and I found him. We found each other. 1 Corinthians 13:13 says that now abide faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Love was the point. I love Will. We love Will. So now there should be a shot glass in front of you. You all take that glass up. To the son, brother, nephew, father, coach, teammate, and rival. To the man who changed my world. To the Lululemon wearing, ribeye grilling, wine and whiskey drinking, BMW driving, crazy pain in the butt. To William Anthony Gutierrez, for love of Will.
Here, here!